kra wo benya one ne manfo be ni na fi say ni 6 months be san what you say enu ntini ba bia obi ese ba ne ba political program ba me fa kwanya so me nche NDC for na o mo ase se ba e program no mutie ye bibi input ba so mo je enti na no me na me hwe NDC program me normally me passport chair political program on TV
okay
we show political program do ba bia bo hu ni papa kasa no na sabiam se be nya ofu bia be fam no ase the whole show
e don ko rekora
me hwe kra enti da bia se woto obi ese simasi ba no atie no obi wan mo be ban wo ze show no be say no na no mo ya de tu hwe no fa enkrofo mo line up musicians am call launch we say e hono musicians e de obo nyima enu Ashanti reggae no e tin se be descend ba giso yo oni ade giso first way ba oba ba akura no kan so no fa woni na ntwe ka ne ba ga e ba akra eno oba be bo nyima timadu sa benzo that lady I forget the name of the lady one a tough musician and this for ko no kan wono that lady no ya wo ba kra no odi na ntwe ka ne ba ye lodu na ntwe eno mo de ne fra na ntwe no anka na busiafo so na ntwe wura na de ba be du akra no be ka ha no bitim be nipa entina no and this for launch musician o mo ye good so mo go to wait them so be run for them chum then discuss be back crowd now omo to be good musicians to my say and this for your idea omo la na niam app but I'm now mampani that dey kasa no you the baby shame akekos niam o manage oh in fact NDC da bia me kan I remember sometimes NDC omo ma NDC radio station no more power no
that's right
omo mo advert mpo mo nye omo be collection omo bibi on be bia no ekokodi di another stations no bo mo achi no asempa group no mo no mo de mo but na ai muntie na me hwe NDC chief yetro me say am 5:30 to 6 me be fi on advert radio station ni nyina NDC radio station wo mo no o ma chicha advert dia ma obia enti radio gold for fe no mo hu say me hu so ye de yin ba ai advert ba wa wo ye me ye de ba wo na say your percentage ye de ma
that's right
enti and the phone de be ho na on frame say me because we there's nothing you obi na de ba me an me ko fa ba e o mo ni me no fa percentage ga ka wo mo ye de en fa ma me na no meti o mampani dada ya no na meti so mo adu Cape Coast o mo ye ntotoye o be sa kwa mo launch ba ko honom na me hu se nkrofo yi o mo ya ade o se ndi se o mo ti asem o mo ti asem pa because o kan asem a upon everything I become transfer tie I remember the day I ba ha e be kan san asem na sa changes ni ba the first one
that's right
nkrofo mo ye campaign o mo de fa mo amfo bi man hihye mu a o mo ye na busu asem kakra na amfo asem kakra ye kan ye empanifo ni nyina freye e ma mo pa e chosampa omo mistake we am mo di nyina be e ma mpo ba ready onye crashes at least sebia nya open nyansa wo tim omo ya ade ma na me share NDC fo na me share o mampani da ne kasa one ma me do Cape Coast no mo ye ya fe no mo di program papa no me say next month afi no mo di the main one kwa che wo ama o mampani da so gina simpies or north e ma mo ya we say manifesto launch or something like that o mo di e baso ho no e wona me kasa mo ya ade we ma me ni UPSA na dozo ade ono kwa na academician de ono kwa na akọ school wiase ana oni ba bi free we foreigner ayikura na pokura one ma me foreigner mpono still na wonya region ko ginam am ya man nsa so woti ase ono otu ne fo emfa na obi ono no ye sabi o enfantini mapa enfanti kro Cape Coast ni takra ne western of ningina only one region and ye betwitwam kasa ba ko no nyina aka enzima afo no ade de mo kazima na wo mu gya be kan fanti no etunya de wodi hie bi duru ho na mo hu se o mo di hie ni a at least about one na de me ya ne se sa regions na to aso apart from western north and NDC to be winning me do nyina mo lose the heavy
that's right
etia de ne nton ye nipa no ho no onfa winning ni ma what ma say NDC o kasa mo tie o mo tie me de o mo ase nyame hia o mo se be ko ni si a campaign be de bibia nyansa nte ba ko fo tim what ma say na anu ana meka ba bi ta bron for na ye ko fa reka game de ba betu ana meka enu ana reka game unso ma me ko ba bi o ka ho o mo ko o mo ka ho se bron ho no mo da ho bro also one of the regional lusu here enti ye officer few mu a e kwa ba na ye fa so on deputies no betimi handle e ho ye ana mo ka ne ho no en na make as positions no mo ye na mo pale no one side a en na visa free mu nyina ka fie 92.3 afi ankra mu nyina MCBN no political MCBN no timi ye dedicate e visa free ankra NDC NPP now untimi nkire Lord Coming and one white champion but also because of what we is no attentive who so ntimi se get to o e di agro jabe so ntu no ntimi nkasa wabonten eti Elvis CSM for microphone ye nyede on platform ye microphone hu si aba we number 1 ti do ba bi na mo hyehyɛ I remember the other day me kan say MCs na mo e de mo ba no
that's right
emwa enti obi ta Gideon Yekwe what if you do now no more program
Legon
that's right and I'm fan be say this you cast mo mutio go Gideon so Gideon o team mu now your program now nya MC e ma ne nye na akoye ma mienu na de na chese mpo nye serious you give you say fa enkofo Ghana ha ne enkofo mo ya de
and so all kind of following week no
and I'm fan no the program and show yi e me den this phone no mutie ni yo fa mu so aba yes you na mamutu yefo eso fa e good say me buy was aka say John Mama na say o de me ka me say nye do me nya adwuma man this you
that's right
me adwuma ma John Mama nipa na odi ade na nimu eniam obetime de ba na players bebrebo and this mo nya papa nkoso de pi wo mo
that's right
ya mo so teku for members ya bi ya wudi agra on be di agro on do be di agro akron for fa wo mutima say yes but because John Mama o ma mo kro no obetete obeya niam kama etiri unya kro no ne mo pese obokre be yiwa fim na me de na no tie nsam no wo ka ba bi odu o say emfa wo so ache wan dis mu
that's right
unyuma baba ye ne de obeye ne de obetima ye ho so ne be hwe na aka we be mo nyata wo tie dis mu ache sa na wo di nsamfu wo kira wo je bribe no ye ba na ye be ma bibia ye wo kan ma ne gie enti dis no fun wo papa ne dɔɔso ɛna ɔmo ti asɛm no so ɛdɔɔso but yes ayi for stingy for ne ɛdɔɔso ɛno pɛ ne ha political party
stingy no o breaking
otwi mu a pɛpɛɛfoɔ no ɔmo sɛ ki ɛden ɔmo timi ma men was so NPP for no wo sɛ Ghana we de me nua ne sɛ we intro kɛkɛ Mr. Obeba mbi why Ghana ɔmo political two party ɔmo ba no ebi no ba wie sika no makoda we ba no so ba wie sika no akokoda saa no ya ye ne ya hyehyɛ no menim sɛ we na regime ebe ko na besesa sika uwie bia de o bank untimi nkonkofa biem eno de aba ne beje ye ntimi ya ho de no ba de o fie de ye oyifo ne ye bebeje no etinje tax force nyesa wunya bi ni enti said ye gya ye na ndisi fo bia wie biom da fie omo nkoma unhom rally ase unhom bibia ase omo wie sika no mo da fie no mudi omo de nyame aboa mo ya nche mo amo de muni MPP fo ndo bia ani 10 this so ba no be mistake no mo so ko fie dia another task force baba ofie abeje no your bank is abai ne be jam won say wo ho beda ho kama won say this is the last election no mo nye serious
that's right
no mo wie ska wo fie mo di say ska na esa etu de hwe campaign we
obi ade na waju
emunsrewa emunoma emunkwaku emunne obi ade ho agim si akoje ade namba yewu wutima say which is true omun na ewu wo hwe ndisi fo akom de omun na nsia me hwe omam tin dodo na aka number plate na esesa
okay
wo ko jan fu ase wo totu na to totu ye nyina ya about the same level ye no be ko ne pepe sa say ko aduane ba ne ye nyina ba be di no obi ahoto no wutima say enti ndisi da sedan komo omun na omun hyehyia omun ye ade de wo mpɛ wo kan mo ti ase ebi on ma remember maame na me mpɛ maame no obi otie bi anim vice president kan me bonachi e wo niam bi wo me nka se bonachi fon so because of age wise and John Mama de ne 4 years
that's right
na me pɛ obi be ko 12 or 16 years ka John wi a ne ba ko aba no so ne vice aba ne nke ko anim because obi be vice that de na makati ka se enye vice nkwa na obi tima ba be ya be di be fragber e true so nye true
2.3
obi aba vice ani mu yedu che omo won che no se nka ba omia wey saa de wey kutipompo ni hwe ne ba bia
what say
kutipompo ni hwe ba bia odro
just
welcome address ya am the chief ase
one case say na Mahama kan
Ananom, your daughter Nana Jane hails from this very region, and Commander to be precise. Today, many more women have risen to those heights because Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman was the first to lead the way, the first to show that it can be done, and the first to do it. Professor Nana Jane is a leader who possesses high moral values. She is incorruptible, and all through her service to Ghana has remained committed and remained patriotic. Her inspirational journey and blazing achievements are a testament to the values and excellence that the Central Region embodies. Professor Nana's commitment.
Right. Ivan, Akwaba.
Alaska Major, sir.
Na eso kisi mpia wi ha.
One hour dem better na high because and there Wednesday.
And I would say on Fridays.
Wednesday dem na hoto ni business bia but ajabendan.
That's right.
Yaba no na yaba. Ma mencha no mencha watie for no mencha Mr. Kojo Yeboah. Intro no na wabone sa no sha say there.
Oh yeah intro.
And then me spectator ajama ba we dey say me ba be hwe bi. But it's all good Alaska.
Right.
The American dey nyina say Ghana betime be duru ba bia sabi o mine ni munyam be bam na economic wise no obi wi school benya adwuma ye and niam be hyase akoyie that is idea motivate obi a de da bia meka oti ba bi na wadwen say people are motivated by hate and omode ye de omoya you might be mistaken because and political platform na ye gina so ene no it doesn't matter obi a manfo ba dwen say oye akufo adontia no say oye John Mahama oye Bawumia oye hwan na wunya akwanya na obedi o man nanim na you decide to throw away due process and begin so by ndema opa Alaska na you can't survive
exactly
because my culture say information flow and people are becoming very critical. The only way to enlist the tacit support of the people no so by the right thing and making sure say you hold people accountable because for their indiscretions. Because my say in governance no nipa na ye yemfa about ye governance and yemfa your friends saman and your governance.
That's right.
Yeah, the nipa na ye. So it becomes a human institution. And once a human institution, you know, human indiscretions and those kind of stuff, you know, always come in. So you need somebody who rise to the occasion and say, hey, I am the leader. I am in charge. Into who ya dia. When you boni panoso, Mami we ya John Mahama penso mo pam no man ko tena fi friend Vicky Hammer. Alaska. There was no legal basis. Except sama no ko tena fi. No legal basis. Because some now can forecast say in the future no nya sa sika na. Emram no de be na wo de bo no but enam say politics na ye di nipa na ye and people be more form no you need to sustain their trust and confidence in government. Say that perception will not drive your friends the national compensation into no. You need to drop that particular person as a sign of goodwill to the people. What are some Americans?
That's right.
But we've gotten to a point and impunity now rises to a level and CCL that power $1 million go need them. Shakwana ya adana yem class sama ene wafa no ho adi o. Special prosecutor shares asem na se no o hefa. Ya no foolish case. Attorney General ya wa gu nanim ase ya na no ko gu nanim ase ko court yi. Kwan ya ofa so a o kill this particular matter in a manner sabi. What in chana adwene ho bi say democracy na yeah na say enra na me na ebinu mu have a discussion one of the radio station in UK. An argument and say Africa you hear democracy. Na me say that particular argument you know it's a cake.
Exactly.
Who told you say Africa practice yeah they have to wear democracy? My culture time and time say make no mistake. This is not a democracy. Akufo-Addo running or mining like a Ponzi scheme. Oh yes. Na say we mission say kan enye ne. Mate say kwaku kwati o zan. I say why you coming
exactly.
Yes. Or no a part of the government you know. My culture say Akufo-Addo from day one has been running Ghana as a Ponzi scheme. With criminal element, they see this whole governance, you know, as an avenue of moody making money. So, adebia baby, and you get away with it. Due process, and fine yajuma procedures, ye jettison, just obia ye the everything be a ye is at the discretion of the president. So he so wishes. That is what we are doing. So you cannot liken this thing to democracy and conclude say democracy is not working well. No, this is not democracy. Individuals be free say be nipa na or more political stage no enim nyansa.
That's
and
right.
for that matter no, they can play on their emotions and then get away with the excesses that they do. And it's exactly where we are today. Into and Ghana na Alaska. We have been held hostage. Ghana has been held at a gunpoint by these criminal gangs, and we are being forced to finance the delusions. Akufo-Addo no sabi adwen wa ba bi aduru na tia faso and that's all say me so dey say Messi cathedral manyankopon no pam Ghana for nyina gum yenkosi upo and we are being forced to finance the delusions of this old man.
Exactly.
And then why nsemu we nyina wie no he is seeking in a desperate attempt or transfer Ghana no to the driver's mate. The driver's mate of a corn artist. Akufo-Addo nankasa a corn artist. So you can imagine. Obi order nipa trick nipa edi nipa adwin di agro no nya tumi ni wi a obetena so aka cho so ko meet na se a ahemfo nsore e ma ne akwaba. Na so ohene na nsore a chese wagu wani ma se ade nsa tenteno so ase akora bi a ya pai ne ball na o se chinchin a obaje na de afiri ho. O kan hwe a onti otototo ne nsa. This is a president. So Alaska, it is not that of hate. Yeah, here's a Ghana by and you continue to do a better meka. It might not come now because our task now is a bit daunting. And you know, your attitude, no kind of politics will come out. Said that now, a lot of people in the opposition side also na dwene say yenso yemre ne ye ba bedi aduru ye so.
That's right.
But that mentality would do politics man, you will not survive, especially in this modern time. Yeah, so I think whatever it is, we are young refine it. Politics going forward. No, the rules of engagement are changing, and now young people are taking center stage. And I go to social media and look at the number of young ladies or more taking interest in politics. Conversation, various platforms. Everybody is getting involved. They really want to know because a man said they see you who from Kasa media menya politics and politics and they were here. I saw them the air on their politics. A fear the air on their politics.
Right.
So we cannot leave Nema a matter related to our destiny and our future to the hands of these misguided, twisted minds. I said, or mono, say governance, a pension pay or by Jida Quaka Transia Quaku, Yanesa, a young crada, China man for your friends saying future and a year. And we need to work and make this country a better place. Alaska, that is what we are going to do.
Right. I'm Salem on the radio on 92.3. That was Ivan Che Innocence. And also the Kurano. And she over Tampa Process Center said, Young country where we are with you, so we are better now prostrate at Genuiaman Kuya. Bomadi saw with the bed down one night, you're better than a te at the Amana Yamaswaya Kamakaswanya no Quansun, you've been 50 plat last stop. 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 Nayani Obatampa Process Center Penny for Enkasa. Mami call Kojo Yeboah. Kojo say jabo general babe do. One kasa word down for Godfrey Dami Nendra. A priest court actually say Kwanga offer so what they yenia minority leader and that of the third accused Richard Japa Ediako Gina court no. Scott to share 7 na Osha way number 125-page judgment document no mo diaba. Na almost almost show mu nyina na edi kan ye cast a letter of LC a enye sika. Eno no eye guarantee. Enti guarantee say nkra krofo ya ma medwuma na mo so wo hwem na conditions no wa meet ya wo se wutua. Court just identity no wagya nipa na otua sika ndema na nipa na ono no ma letter of credit na wo akwache no. Ne atosu mienu Attorney General say Godfrey Dami Echiremu say eye papa ne deputy finance minister. And now why on behalf of the master, and he who alleges the boss no sin na mo. Want to so find the boss na mighty prove nature say and the boss na ka kire no. And so to afei eye Japan na wodi ni shame no. Big C eye company no mo provide no kra dey confirm ye den. It wo mo hwem no mo say there be nyansa anim and the aboegu. Onu so say say no hwe ade no obesa akobium. Sana koji.
Alaska me das. Mr. Kwanya na me tie for nya hwefo. Wonim de dikai, de odi twato na me de dikai. So obesa akobium no de sa na tie. Because then there's ice box and crab boat because me gino ho bia mesa ba bia mo nya de wo kwakwaye de onko ba bia me say omo de apem ba bia si ne hwa ye. Ba ndisi fo na me tu omo fo say case bi say ba ya me man nge say omo de. Ba case we normal case enko si aga wotima say but this for year sa and not some board the pa.
That's right.
O say a platform I can say near the day. What man say? What china be judges some way. Omo way kotokusa bobi. Omo te tell me the way kokko the John. Omo dey ba kwa ma china de me begin you. And no swing to be say ba am to omo kakra because case na me dey talk to me no me busan say anya bia high court judges no. And omo no ono omo judges ana.
Adai.
Ana no omo so omo law school. The same school ni akọ.
That's right.
And your appointment keke. Obi mpo watch a watch no bi tifie na friend no. So am Supreme Court na ba. What ma say? Any appeal court na no me kasa me am me class me do say pokum ni ade ade. Me ni nyina ye wie school. Na no na kufa do appointed say womra we appeal court to say I do say poku. Play do say poku. What ma say those guys. Etumpo no wo court da da and say ni appoint obi ni mpo because of political appointment ni ade ade no makokodia. Law is also you na call school mu nyina mu yema call mu nyina aba. So I don't me bi say e kwa be na mo fa the first one kra na asem no mu di ni basa sa. Adwun be na da mu tim. Ana amra no mo ntiase. Ana obi na tire that judgment ma mo so mo present here. E ma we mu ko appeal because na so trans na utie judgment no mo tie ma kenka dodo na sa tie commentary about judgment no. So I ask myself say na former judges no mo de no mo gina so nti anasem na bibi bebre sa
2.3
ena judges we no omo ya ade na ba bi so a ekoye ni sa tamo a ayo mo ade asem ti omo so no minority leader omo ka asem pese nya asem o TV so no sa jakpa asem ho no so abo case we wo
o the assembly o see what describe o see the ambulance trial Richard Jakpa describes AG as dummy, gangster and a rogue.
Messi
Say o hwe kwan a offers the man the description na say yes so be a rogue Oxford Dictionary obi a rogue a dishonest and unprincipled person. Obi a gangster no also a member of a gang of violent or a criminal. And as obi a dummy or say a model or a replica of a human being. That's I say a toy being in this.
then it's why ya dear me in that case you me interest ba ko kra wum until the time akwane ba out back cancer ansem no e ho na me nya interest wum e ho na me ka say pese yi nya asem no na TV ni nyina hwe no judges you know akwa no wo say no me yetere.
That's right.
The on so try on call the other side no leader no judge no say
that's right.
tell me say 2-1
2-1
one no ajo papa bi ahye na ntim ono na o ka say ehun nya say be TV so GTV nya na otua ye Ghana for esika me enwa o ye nyina esika taxpayers ka na asem aba na say de asem we koso de ye nyina be say hwe bi na etie bi ye mra nim school nyen ko obi de ba fie nyansa de nyina obi ne yemfa ntoto asem de o so mo obi an hwe bi na mo obi an tie bi won say ba bi o trend de ko fai one man say hwe mu o obo 1 2 3 say no an magyan ho but me wode ono bitu say ne epushi no eno mpushi ya no hu ba bi fa no de ko gina ho
odroji
light ba hwe nko fom yenu na two judges na wọ́n yẹ correct wọ́n máa ń wuti at least yẹ de fie nyansa toto mra ho di asem ama kwala akọ ti fie kura beti ase na sa asem wọ́n ti fa nkọ pi oba wọ́n ti fa nkọ ba bia wọ́n di ko supreme court wa no wọ́n so ko tan na ne chese supreme court dey say the SBB the reason I make can say supreme court minimum judgment bi a and chief justice na ote so bi asase judgment o wo ko kwabenya top a no wọ́n yẹ 5 maami we no ka no onye chief justice
aya tokonu
no ka ho bi Emma omumuji judgment omudi ma obi foforo Emma oka ho twere da bibia ka ho na no be chief justice wasa panel tesubi nkofo ni ya appeal so review no ye something like that ama wakotran so bi ama on ne nkofo for no must attend the other side
nia oya first one no de ma we no osanti so
ni odonto so wan do almost as kwabenya ho no
osanti so musanti
ya wasa je the other side wo chance say ha ni nyina otata ansem ni bi so a wotima say ni nyina na nse o sa ba chief justice nyese opanen po ntram bi wotan bi wo de ma akotokofo ba ya they say the new one ojima house eti wo judgment as I say wo bi oto ye bia no eso sa the other side e ko hu omo because they say o wia no sa ka say ye nka say kokoje ne man fi omo nsam wo ba akọ no no ko negotiate na wo nkrani e komo ade no atena fi so many years negotiation papa no be no be ye oba langas di nachi 20 million kansem ya asem fofrato wotima say enti supreme court wo de ekwa ma bi a me nhada nyom ni ba court for no mo ya de ba de me kan say sansem we ekoso ba nyina no good a signal ube lose election those near matimisi kama by no me tietie near ma me am chance say two judges see then ko so mo na etimi promote to mom ko mo nim
that's right
o hwe dia o mo say court at least wo ho dia on supreme court the same thing
I'm that was away TV show ntimi nye ba
ko na what say na me say there what say ko other countries na advanced countries South Africa money ade omo asem bi supreme court be alive o
that's right
etika nko ba bia na so tiwo na wa hwe bi na wa tie bi be alive because supreme court for the man here answer me sister wo ko omo hotel person wura dem a omo ma nwura ho TV so omo so munyim ye hwe bi ensem so dia na mu die mum ye hwe bi ne ye nyansa bi mpofi mo se da bi ye sika isu so na nkrofo e chedi kwakwa GTV esu omo ni hwe ye entontom no mo ye there's nothing like a program where you dig TV licenses and go mo licenses I don't say so I don't mu yiwe mpo e be no mpo be cham say ye we na the tiempo e be yi mo se da bi mo ma me yi e de America na woni asem we de ma asem we ye de so ambulance case we ya court to bayi now show the second ambulance case na
that's right na do accountant
na say e be ma ambulance case say de o man mu because I check we ya we dey say be bia ni mu and na ya twem crofo da ra man crofo ho ahyehye omo yankomra yi agra unim say omo tietie ska umpa
why not
omo aboka nkasa na na me busa say mra judgment ne ba ye na omode we nyina ba ye no ya munim so bia appeal court mun so bia woni hu ni asem na ya hwene da awra mo afa lawyers abre lawyers ye printing lawyers o mo charge papa.
Meanwhile, enu na Professor Jampo Kracho, aya big C.
Yeah.
Omo no mu adi we ba. Omo so okay say na dey no. Omo betua 2.3 million US dollar e dey Ghana.
Me ba ho. Wonu say na causing financial law to the state. Attorney General. I say to me holding now. Kopim say abaya be say sound no ye betwa na to mu straight. And so one so a candidate to someone which must say because we be see a sika na ho no so twa no pam no asem no cry ye hu ni ti hu ni na me na me buy system no e be sa project no e ye me the sika we brem the same scanner no dey bre ye wo say there be scanner dey menye because what delay e say kona ni interest ni ade say na mbusa judge omo the judgment bibia aba e dey scanner ye ne den and say inkrofom ye no ajapane we minority leader wo me no dey asem to omo so mo akwa me ka ma asem kitwa bia me nya ye be eto no so ye hwem na asem nya na ka so no so wia wo siw ni pakro de ne koye no ye yi na no de America on kompom kokwa phone
me hu afi
omari wa de ye chi no o ka omari wa de ye chi ni phone da so ka bia na odwane wa ndima kwankwaje
dabi o Ghana ni bia mpa o ti we pie fi ho no
but so onim we mu de omo ye Ghana for mu de omo ye mpani for mu de omo me omo make sure say mra ne ma mra ne nya djuma judgment na ba kama de ba ye ka na ebo e ko si sen e de ne ye nya fi mu what man say ye mfa ho nto nchei say me de akufado de ya na ne ho enwanwa o issues ni koso ya na wontie bi oteso bi a wontie ase enu oni ba bia Ghana foko so oni ba bia enema ekọ enu ohwe ekwaya ne ba no omodie na eba na onu say ka minority leader ngeza mo frɛ mo okona oni jakpa
that's right
edi chopa mo say esre mo mo ka mo abɔ ne ba bia times 5 ama mo ma bibia nsizi wa na nsɛm fa ne kwa ambulance le ba mistake na ye na mo ma odame Apache nyansa oman mu wo ya Apache no nyina we de menka bibi obi tim no Apache majority so mo ani atedodo so hwe na mo na no bia me hia na mo madam fo bi papa bi fie say ono so 3310 the same thing.
Oh really?
Na mo na so straight
Ahoto FM 92.3
so omo plan so mo ani ateche bibia na mo na akokoto obi gold 4.5 million dollars enye de owe mu de na fabra ayi krono de na mo ye no we de Afabu jewels e ho na akoto gold.
Okay.
Wakwakoto gold. Na asemo aba. Na mo ade nemetua, o kira metua, o ne kira metua. After papa ne friend, o se papa ne friend dodo.
Papa ne friend.
O friend dodo. Papa panimu on one company na wo wakwaji ni sika no. Na mo papa ne friend dodo. Ntime mo friend ni bi. Enti one day papa na ni brie o de ko police e ko du ho. Wo kwa na police force so o ma tete o ma je kakra be 10,000 no mo di. Na mo an kro mo friend no. And papa na jabi bia mana to say ye twen enchenche wona afi wotimanti wo mu an ye frɛ na mo a ye nyina 13 bi ni ade and e ko hia papa no na some o kan say papa no de wo frɛ no wo de ne ka atri say so man home na so what do me wo ba beto obi ade wo beto obi ade ama sem aba ho enya kra ye se Ghana sa ma sika foforo sika kakra be di unsem wo enya nkrofo na mo de om sika beto no mo pay interest na mo ye no
wo ba
ne ho na wo ba beto ade 4.5 million dollars aba be di unsem and wakoton gold so 4.5 million gold or the man no wakoton abenya be 7 or 8 million.
That's right.
What fa me one na sa for profit bibia wo buy papa no bono kan nya bra betua ne bi kakrai there's a company wo almost we go company ni kra enu papa ka wan say boy o da dem si kakrai bi nkama de ne ban kama hwe so to kra wo office because me hu obi o de ka na no side den dodo eto o ban me office o beja o mo we see yan office no beja nkrofo no mka na ho no say so no na mo na say ntia Apache nyanzafo oni odame mu ye pepepepepe mo pranse Ghana mo pe mu sisi nkrofo ayi papa inka hwe oni boni bia wo se kwa bia mefa so me do betum ama wo seat abe vacant am yakoye ba election na ye me fa we se miss bia se nyanyankopɔ ada Roma ena no agagisi ba akokora bu bibi sabia mo koya de katua bi fa ho ena nke bubu papa yanke papa ne kotum kwa wo ansa no obeyi ne ho afim no gisa joma amaba ena ya paade no and this for so mo paade ni pampa na mo sa suri omo sa esuro wo sa be frefren kofa pa omo chew ade ade pen kire no be di mu ono kwa na odi mra so tima se ensa nyanyankopɔ ada Roma na no nyankopɔ na fa afie ena obi ko kan sa papa judge ba ko no enka san fo bai etsankrofo we ni mu a omo tiwe enti bone be pa no because of we owuni ma ni nyina the day papa comment on we no 11
that's right
that day na no asem ko bai that day na wo yi ni wan that day no make sure say emfa ntum
o se kenoforata ni nanado say on make sure so be jelu
how can we hwan ɛna another way hwan get Ghana na yɛde uba besi so sabra be hwe so ano wase sankofo bi sɛ sa simasi na obenti no yɛ mahi ati dem mai metima kasa Ivan ho yɛ mahi ti kwa bia mefa so Ivan metima bibi bia sɛ me abrekura won fomi ana won yɛ bibi wati bi da enti de Ghana na yɛtimu no de edum pempeso na wo hwɛ emra no de we kɔ so sɛ asɛm yɛ kase edi ni yɛ ne totu ni a ka nura P court
that's right
enke high court one nke jem ne kɔ ba bi e ma Ghana fo ho tɔ mo atwe nkrofo aboa so ama nkrofo abɔkɔto parliament bebre o amra abienti to aba ma mo se nkom koye no because of sans and phone sometimes ta someone ni nyina so we nti no da bia parliament e ma so ubenya me hu nana bi the most one of the law school na say na some say cross no say reopen checking them yi
adai
oh ne nana bi ye lawyer do hwe Facebook post or to wa o se japa no do keka no nsem na what I say and o wi odi we so to aso so o ye do ye no de a minority leaders be ko prison or personal man bu nana bi no na some not say no hu ni say now no lawyers are NPP for pass foreign minister now no koko gina passport office no ka brofo na me say na brofo we no law school brofo ana when law school dem say how dey brofo ne ka wo say medicine nya brofo ne ka wo say how dey ye the nyansa ne tan ho wo say how ye sign na ha den ka no brofo ne na brofo ya won tibi enti law no ko law school no hwe na no NPP nkura ni nyina pass some lawyers
92.3
MPP dai
nkura no mo NPP mu nyina some lawyers na me am hwe land up mo ye no hwe nkrofo ni bi na no mo hia na tie kura na we wunya sam ade ko court be fa
tie we mame.
Why do you say that?
She's not on top of issues in Kaswa.
Why do you say that?
Yes. You see, if she wants to do chew and pour, she should sit down and learn well. So when you are chewing and you are pouring, you have your facts. Okay?
FM 92.3.
We cabinet minister. How
Akumsin?
We cabinet minister and we swear. But wait.
She's pouring.
No, the other so to be a minister. I remember ko 4 time when him say we nko special assistant nya ko 4 time no. Ko 4 time na yin krofo papa o.
That's right.
Enne ko 4 time mo no munya special assistant ponya no. Enne no me cabinet ministers. Na we ba e ko cabinet no nko toto niema. E de be no enti wo no wetima e de no wetima ye.
And she's pouring.
Yeah, ministry bi be vacant e di pa ma me we ko tena say on fan kan de ho. Ho de na da ho e di kan ho no. Ya the ministry papa ba ko bi sa kan ho. San krofo we mu e lead your mind. Na be de no man na tima ko nanim. Jomama ba no kokko fa se nkusie bi se ba be ministers ye beka because at least Ghana for Dawson ye obi ye wade nyina kwa nyina ne fata ye wutimi efa Ghana ministry bi na da hyema ame we nsa e de na u creative bi de na bibi aba creative bia no enye kra de be drum pempenso bi sa ni pani ko president no wutima se na we abrofo bi ba na investors bi ba na se maame ko hwam no no mote te round table no mo num cafe na mo tie maame a wo ye sure say business on do ba o man mu nyesiro because how can you wear the offer we as a minister what you say sankofo we nyina lead o man bibia nkoye akufado na no we ni pa won check
right
akufado na head minister akoko Jimamanu one na deputy so a hairdresser Kate
Admamanu na the
deputy on economist anyway a hairdresser and no head ministry papa kese say ministry what the nyansa what the ade na odin kofo we ne ko ho
Adma hairdresser
deputy
and accountant
o me no mugu ho na wo to na odwene niam ho a wo nti ase wo te ministry bi ho no ma enkofo bi ezo omne ko ese hu se bi ho edidi agro wo ti ase onya ai ba bia ai baby odin ba na kototo no
creative art
ho de ye no ma no aso ha kum sim bi enko deputies and special assistant ye mfa ho but ba bi education ni ade o ba bi ye mfa health ye mfa nipa fu bi anko o translation time
that's right.
Kofo ba be print o mama time na hwe nkofo na ye push o mo de o mo hye ho wo ko make sure say what the line ni ye la na o di betima na eniyama ho uti ase na wonim de yet say abrofo no crash how o me feel say no akofa hairdresser as a deputy minister no what health ministry no what this so many years no what wonum e be de no man na tiba konanim minim say this ba sa niyama we de o mo nye what say and there was some ye dia say na me dia me say be ka o ye be twa so papa na be fa say nkura say minister de be den we am show bi wo de obi say minister say abugina pomo for time the special sister they won't get it.
That's right.
They are not cabinet minister taking decisions. Who can say abi a John Jenaport if you are nani yaseminia. You are not qualified bra. Somebody be away environment war. Na nim dia wa he. Na anu ya na Gabi was so we law school Michelle on Gabi who di Gabi achi o Medina court. Na anu you for Kufu Addo power o. Any foreman yes a man minister no deputy chief of staff. And I say how nya kwa na Michelle Medina court me madam for me no court no opposite e bo ne court na ko no bibi kakra me ne bon komo a chese those the me na e court gelegon hot a Only one to share. A year then your deputy chief of staff and yashi a whole did you be now. Fofi and to Tata Jaramamu. Yet one my so cabinet minister.
That's right.
Let me jam you and someone. Shankro would have been for we are not allowing more.
2.3.
A good for the ministers. Etina who blame my lunch Matimonia you. Meet ya me pay him yansa. The other baby and Yansa Nibian Chenim. And to be the crown yet me at Nasabo Pama.
Woman no more pony, and
Koye, and to be the Unim Yansa, but would I just imagine lunch Martini, how a kumsemo and a cabinet meeting. I'll be there. What child who said I ye? What must I say? But you are question, we are sharing ye. And I'm hearing everyone. What must I?
Kojo Yeboah and I was telling live on the radio downtown 92.3. How about technology and country but Tama West and our come to 19 second gate. Mama do sabane yaw and 7 predia say pain and nerves. Abane yaw efa entinmu ne keka ho otenete e the amount. Fra 0208 33 77 11 0208 33 77 11. Now, Ivan better take it over. Now, before they take away, mommy. Richard Jackpot description of Attorney General. Nothing. I'm a what boy remember me.
Well, what I see is that we have a problem at our Attorney General, Minister of Justice, the Attorney General's office, and what I will entreat subsequent presidents is to really check the character of who they appoint as Attorney General of the country. Because if you want to protect our democracy and the rule of law, you must be very circumspect in who you appoint as your Attorney General. Because he's number one enforcer of the law. And all ethics of the legal system. He is the leader of that. So if you appoint a crooked person, a rogue who doesn't play by the rules, a gangster, and he comes and takes that position, then you can be rest assured that innocent people, men of integrity, will all be sent to jail. You either join them to pillage and run the country down, capture the whole country, or they send you to jail. And most Ghanaians, a lot of people who are in this, other institutions, they have no choice than to join them. So you can see that almost all our institutions have been captured. They have been cowed into silence. We only have a few men of integrity who are still in the state institutions, who are still trying to hold the rule of law and to protect this nascent democracy of ours. But if it were left to these people in government, there will be nothing there for Ghanaians. So it's very, very important that when it is time for us to go and vote on December 7th, Ghanaians who want to protect this democracy and want to give the third independence to Ghana. And I always say we need to fight for a third independence because the first independence was secured by Kwame. And the second independence was secured by the late President John Rawlings. And we are now going for our third independence. And that must be done by John Dramani Mahama. And we need Ghanaians to support him in that. Because we need to give this country independence. The country has been run down. We have very few men of integrity still in the judiciary. So we need to rescue this country. This country needs independence.
92.3 FM. Yep. Right. Ivan.
Yeah, Alaska. I think the course union has to do with your democracy beginning not make some say idea yet hono and your democracy. But a Ponzi scheme and any paboniphobia by your mind says or the bear the obey. Because the way a manner the modus operandi of Akufo-Addo, the mercenary now was set in motion, you know. They don't respect the rule of law, individual right, you have a civil right, whatever. No. And you say was setting a certain rogue element in motion. And the episode more achieve, you know, whichever means possible be achieve, you know, that's exactly what they are doing. Because I said we are starting, you know, say your judicial system a thrive on ethics, morality, principle. So Alaska and Kayenjina has said, but the very moment a Japa at the tape no bab on team pet, and then they destroy the whole of this case. Oh, the very moment I granted this assembly the bab on. So at that point, you know, as a government, you take corrective measures by making sure say the person now or you involved at the center of way, no, obey be to repair the damage caused to the entire judiciary.
Exactly.
because that damage, it was spillover effect. And then go for the damage spill it to the Chief Justice and the entire bench. Because always, they work in together.
Enhance.
What I say? So, we will be all respect for institutions of state. And now when you rogue element, when you're a mobster as a president, now we will be who believe in democracy and the rule of law. You will not sit aloof, pretend that nothing has happened and it's business as usual, and you allow this guy to proceed. Case in there are certain fundamental things among for Abu when they are not talking about it. Appeals court no onye ni asemo.
That's right.
One ni asemo. A submission of
no case.
I say at two forces say evidence no more deals in the Omaka nyina no or here nyansa bi anima. Aye yinam so ono be ansa to any of the charges. And na court no one no or say on jintum sa obotugu ye. And or the court appeals court na appeals court na say evidence na more deals in the face of it omonye ni asem no.
That's right.
In the face of it so mo here the evidential value ya diuzu na ye connected to the accused persons na sabi premier facie akra you cannot even establish it and for that matter the case ni nyina so bi enti no about agu no so yenye ni asem na ya ka say we di for na say we di bem ya say ye fen say evidence threshold no kra no nsem no mo akeka si ani no emiti evidence threshold ye mekwa kodi asem no so you ask yourself say for all this while yeah na some no cost ewo court no 2.3 high court no e dey na judge not one dey na odi when your court up ceiling is telling you say evidence na why this no meet the threshold of evidence obetigina so ama wa connect individuals no mo involved no to cases and charges na war level against them. It's a huge indictment.
That's right,
because the same case was filed at the high court and the woman etuguye and you see, Memaka say, I'm for accountability.
Sure.
That we are John Mahama now don't support my sikama or you must be held responsible and accountable. So when I wear Professor Naje, when I wear Akufuado, when I wear Wine, because that is the only way we can protect the infrastructure of our democracy. And you know, me, I'm always for say, it doesn't matter. Send me pardon the oye, so then support my sikama. Alaska, yenini ni at forcing and swing China. But the fact is, say nipa no so form mra. You don't have to by force am robatum.
That's right.
Because as way am hu ni say no. The whole thing was concluded somewhere 2019 because most say 2017 and almost say some year this investigate by 2019 they were done. By that time no ngometim dey na court. But Enam say ye love is the gentleman became very vocal.
Okay.
Or standing against government. Okay, budget approval be a course why didn't send at that point and the decision was made say akwa we crow hard do yenye tum. And Japan's his earlier statement, affirms this stance.
That's right.
Because say President Akache say omumbe on the finance minister say omon tum. Why? Because he was causing a lot of wreckage
to the
agenda. But the judicial system no and your bonafide property you can wait me spend it for a political capital. But Akache say baby here in Alaska legislature no animonyam nim because of the partisan politics or more because your parliament are an extension of political party offices where people go to debate party. The interest of Ghana and Ankasano is not at the heart of parliamentary business no more. Executive Akufo-Addo ni team and on modern ponko so and Alaska or mine no ye running the say sabi makache a Ponzi scheme. You see certain demented criminal element you're taking this particular country hostage and they think or they can force Ghanaians to do whatever that they want and Akufo-Addo is doing his best.
That's right.
And the executive you can't trust the executive, you can't trust the president. And then can the ya wa betimi protect the judiciary. But in recent times get out there and sample public opinion how omofa so mu your judiciary and we your minus a will lose judiciary your mind na will lose no because it will get to a time everybody will become law unto himself going into 2024 elections. What is a man for some court?
That's right.
Now see young court the likelihood is a misunderstanding but high going into elections. So if you no go to court at the end of a second man for the best settle on the street.
That's right.
And another day at the bar anarchy pandemonium.
That's right.
Yes. A mine na better pansam dabia meka wote Sudan ya say ashaba wobeti we yesi we mu hyenwuram uhu na wo so ye rebel onya rebel Samuel once said no be a doctor na be a lecturer na obi a ohene akasifo obi a lawyer but in that situation na making it possible say ene me de me law beto nche me de me we beto nche ma ya rebel wa fato tinwuram. So Alaska, and for people to get to that point, you know, it will take a lot. That is why you cannot use legal systems as an instrument to cow people into subjugation.
That's right.
Would intimidate a man for because I got that nipa that sends a Yanko boy, you know. I did be you move. You're so pamo who for to the berima. When you push people to their limits, that is when the men in them rise to the occasion. And I want to say, and that is the point, that is the tipping point we are close to. Because Godfrey Adame and some no shas, you know, some me am me share the premise. Lay this particular case. There are a lot of questions. As a ubisa. Because Big C Ebaha is an established company because you cannot come and do business without registering as a forum.
Exactly.
So you be see there, say at the Boni Biakoswa, you cannot single out Japa. Or no intermediary. On register or baby, he's just an intermediary company or representing or and indeed, I just obey this car, a company no, and I wasn't a cat we know.
That's right.
And again, at to force in your friend saying, the minister no, the minister say, well, because I gave the person authorization, and this is a criminal business, and why involved on the head of the ministry.
That's right.
So the same criminal liability now, I likely say at to force him bear because. Or give away, no, that his boss must bear the same criminal liability. So if you get his boss, Anna, the boss when you say what Daniel or to Chroma, one cassa with the number court, one number dear dancer say, hey, I'm a man of crime. So why do you prosecute one and leave the other? Because he acted on my explicit instructions as a boss. Because without the authority, no, not to force into me, yes, I didn't. So assembly that way in the Alaska, who has some clearly you see said this is a typical political witch hunting.
That's right.
I am fat nipano na yenchiro munyansa. But Alaska yam fa judicial system enchire nipanyansa. In a civilized political democratic dispensation, because these are the very institutions of mine hanging on. The very moment a foundation be shaking, public trust and confidence be shaking, you lose the country. And that is the point we are getting to. Now it's good to say, and the appeals court at Nasia who said, some of the now a torpedo. So going forward, there is no we are court to a lower court or court Tenasa de Bia and Wakaso appeals court. Obesiki appeal.
That's right.
Oh, now so when I can say any idiot can go to court. But Alaska, so court, now one premise will case on something substantial. Now basing on some of these unwitty accusations, your friend saying tainted with some partisan kind of way.
Hates and
clearly we don't see any element of criminality be any panaye. Because some and again, Adia Brante way in the future. He's a possible candidate for jail. I go for the dame because Kojo Yeboah can't say me very important. At some point, we say Obi Oha one in the benya sem and yes default. But Obi Oha back and forth me court me ban as for pem no trial no yen settle case I'll pay and then we go away.
That's right.
So the very moment a man for bet take plead or guilty plead Obi Oha na in settlement instances Obi Oha only for but Obi Oha me a Vodafone. Me company reputation ehiame so man 47 me no be twe court a eba affect me ebia me shares ne me stock na for enti me pass em bia enye se me di for ba asem ne yentwa so.
That's right.
That is what this company opted to do by paying 2.3 million to Ghana. Attorney General say onye and then who coffee with zero
92.3
and then no who coffee with zero with a battered reputation.
That's right. Eddie, what can I say? And
this year, because Obia cause financial loss to the state here. So when you cause you are foolishly causing financial loss to the state. Oh yes,
that is how your description.
Alaska, willfully causing you are foolishly causing financial loss to the because you knew that as I'm now a political way and you thought to say judges, you can use them as an instrument to prosecute your evil political agenda. And at some point, Japa SPL beans into everything. Agenda didn't say Japa. I came here and told you, sir, because of Asama Japa, we can issue a good because you can't go ahead to prosecute.
You stated here.
Yes. But the very moment that Japa the case in the Babon Tinana, the whole plan a fall here. Because going forward, we will be a strategical thinking writer. You can proceed with whatever agenda. And Intina, this appeals court had no other option than to kill the matter.
That's right.
And it cannot proceed to any logical conclusion. In that diabolic sense, and at some point, you had a chance. Sanka obe Jessica, nanka mine Jessica. Now so when ye obe prosecute ni pano. Now in the end, akwakwa jiegu. Nothing is coming out. Alaska. And our reputation, is on the line. And again, Mamia ote case isua. Now I back and forth. I this submission of no case got to anima or both. That's right. Asem na ordina. Abeye I gather a lot of public attention. I will be our impression. Any new baby, na Chief Justice Akofa pen the paper, Tony Diango paper, so say me promote you to Supreme Court.
See?
Alaska, politics na no. Say Nyansa and come the last time I catch you say Alaska, what the 2 me show been sir? It's not about school. Wait me akofa Legon away. Amen. Every morning bia e be opa yem fanya bibiduro ma wonim nyansa. Ah, yes. Legon. Opa me yem fa hono dokono ma wa no pa bia na di wonim nyansa. Because Alaska, you see, in leadership and governance space, you are not just dealing with policies and will. You're also dealing with the emotions and the way and manner citizens are related to institutions of state.
Exactly.
So in a heated environment, the very moment you may have genuine reason and as a genuine justification why that woman has to be promoted to the Supreme Court, but because of the you have to make it penned. But the very moment, whether you like it or not, people will read meaning.
So you are trying to tell us that the assembly
no, you see, that might not be her intention. But when it comes out, you cannot control what people will perceive it. And as a sensible person, you don't create such a room for people to speculate. Our culture say politics a thrive on perception. And now sorry na yekasa wakofo obira o. Nyankopon ni makoma mi say me dem mfa obira. O bodam politics ni so for obira. Chirem sa won fa obira. Na no kra bi e won bia ma na mra bonte anya sa obi kwakọ gina so ato abati yawo. So politics thrive on perception. You can't delect perception from politics. Na sa nema we nyina ekoso hover around that. Now last in the past you dey see okrom ha o.
That's right.
Among for trust in this institution and then say Oko Judiciary to see Akufa do ba na anu adai. Hwe nipa wo sumo mu do mokoku Supreme Court. Hwe nipa, and it will interest you to know say on your president in recent time appointed more judges than any person in the history of this Fourth Republic.
Exactly.
By convention, your Supreme Court you go beyond 14. I say you twam 15 to abeka we 17. And na ma made 5 good papers so and you have got 21.
At the time, my minister couple said end 20. Now this number we are counting.
Na 20 Ukrainians are being.
That's right.
Supreme Court is not about Sasa for you and then Biden. Because of certain your friends saying ideological warfare be a cost within the US Supreme Court or not transfer say so when you be abra obekoi na o German nema e kasa the city and nema be body. He is proposing say judges at the Supreme Court we can't wait for people to go on retirement. Yamfa 10 emo ubana uka 4 years awu kofie and uka 5 years awu kofie. That is what he's proposing.
And it will go through.
Yes, because if you get a dangerous person ideologically demented not Supreme Court no so na uka hia ontie na memfa say nipa no 50 years Alaska. Whether you like it or not, you have to wait till the person goes on retirement. Yes. So we see anya na ka bia nkobo na nkunu dia Alaska otiso akopem so obekọ retirement. O ta sebna make no. Enti you cannot. And going forward we need to do those things. Yes, emra bia no constitutional frameworks am fa mra nto say chinchin appointee we jai. Say US and it here. The last time I was telling you, a US there by conventional, it's not by law because all kind. Amendment, first amendment, second amendment, third amendment, fourth amendment. Sa corner. A bien who I put to ceiling on the US Supreme Court. But by convention since 1868, over about 200 years in here, or bien who I go beyond your friend saying 10. 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8, 9 plus 1, 9 plus 1. So Chief Justice in here 1 and 8 other. Your friend said the Judicial Act 1868. A woman say always we have one Supreme Court. Your friend said 1 Chief Justice and 8 other judges.
That's right.
You can go beyond. America kakrakayo. Yeah, man for Uko State, almost Supreme Court. But it doesn't change the fact to say at the US, whichever way you look at it, judges in Senate. Yeah. And I heard Chief Justice telling us, a new man bench doors no na judges in Alaska. We've had instances in this country. Bench na Chief Justice Omusano, a Birimba lower court be the assembly.
It's very true.
A Birimba high court, a Birimba appeals court, but now why busy or Supreme Court about assess over be the assembly. High court, you were over 123 judges and a gusu. And now appeals court, no more nationwide. Mammy by our chum of from we now back crack. Until recently, no, so maybe more cotton Kumasi, Bimba Tamale, Bimba Way. But now they had a nationwide, and several warrior no, it doesn't support a several cano. The warrior no doesn't support. But who natural, judges no so. I see a more. But you free to the stand, say, Bimba able to come 2 steps lower to sit. Now I am busy also busy from. And in some ya can here because Alaska say you do a point. That's a public trust. Any institution never say by mu to me to use the court to persecute, not to prosecute, to persecute your political opponent. Everybody do know an instrument of terror.
Right.
I'll bet me I use it to terrorize people, and at the end of the day, people will lose trust, and everybody will come law unto themselves. They do what? Young cocoa to a man for the second now to the best issue because when you saw cocoa to own justice, but the whole essence of establishing justice in as for then. Sabi independence. I mean say justice, dispensing justice. The single essence I womb and they say you the whole society together.
Exactly.
And the woman ruling, not disintegrated society. You should check yourself.
92.3.
So sometimes it is not always about evidence before us. Evidence, ruling if you man a bebu or minor toma we and man that ruling. What does that make?
That's right.
So you must be very cautious.
So it must defy logic.
Alaska, exactly.
Common sense.
You need to read the pulse of the country. Read the emotions, the mood of the country, not what just opposed to against the eco and send what making sure that at the end of the people will uphold it. So my culture say justice dispensation, I say justice delivery. It is not about so I cover Pongo show now to court now again is everyone our curiosity school now really know. It also include people accepting what you're giving out.
Right.
And the justice delivery no edimu. Now you who said them say Akufo-Addo the Alaska or your mamboya for. Se Ghana for mpekwan bi so anso no tata ma ne mra nso ma na nko ana one free Ghana for tirisu a yetia no man we jatom and we see Ghana for support every single Ghanaian ehia medal to have been able to live peacefully under this person because he's a careless, reckless old man. Very careless, very reckless. And also now among for now we said Nyama is Ghana high or president or you're responsible and can because some of the decisions are such that as a president you can just sit and torpedo it. For instance, Senate building year 30. So we have discussions and not building on radio. Alaska.
I just obey trust like was saying
Israel, one of the greatest ally US. Everything US for externally per country back build the biggest ammunition stock power Middle East Israel. Israel the all year because US support. Alaska Joe Biden really mood who's going into elections said the amount for I don't know omuku amount for answer the name Mexico odi ho achire so support boom 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 Alaska obelusu elections. Offer a parokacha and said the echoes are more than on ceasefire. So right. US now always you see them supporting, and Joe Biden is playing the other way around because you read the mood of the country. That is how leaders behave. Now where there asem number Ghana for can I no chese obayamana so. That is what I'm telling you. He's not a leader.
Right.
Alaska, and we cannot sit in our country. Yebenye a certain demented rogue element. Our mabe holding the nation at a gunpoint, forcing us to finance their delusions and then as for them. We can't do that. We need to liberate this country.
And I say, Ivan J. Innocent, and I will tell them, nah, it's either NPP live in peace or you go in pieces. Yet to about the mama de shamunsa. So the fact and they say a do so. Yes,
I agree.
You know, a two tier yet to about the mao quietly. A do so now so fisua, Ghanaians will force you to go. And yet simple as ABC. And you see, this election is incumbent on NDC to lose. Because NDC has what it takes. Put the sea or move it.
Alaska, you are ni Abrante.
What if you any about Janet time now? So I'm not saying
Abrante also in your power. You on the courthouse in it hotel.
Ambassador.
MP no Van Dam's first no parliament. These are cowards. Me hand over argument. Don't waste your time. So who lose one abe Ghana?
That's right. Oh. Na ye two abana we lose na asoja for say si fam na we lose o say me na me na nado ye two twene pom krasa eshi
na me ada ma gato akre na ya to Yeboah ma na mra na to na awia na to na de be ba 5,000 na una fie kura be te be de o
rabi o na o si aba ma ada na senate wo to wan kwaso anto Mamin kai ambassador
za Europe.
Okay.
What Nima junction? Squad in na move fi Nima asa. On bu fa fie ni so.
Na American intelligence ase.
Oh, that's right.
Ti a oti ase nyina yo mo.
That's right.
Ghana defense security.
Na mo ase. Me da say. Mamin kai message ambassador Sampiale a tweeted the aba. Osi no court of appeal did not make a mere no. Court of Appeal did not make a mere declaration on appeal on no case application, as some will let us to believe. The Court of Appeal went ahead to review the entire documentary evidence. The Court of Appeal went ahead not only to discharge the accused persons, but gave a full judgment to acquit and discharge the accused persons. Once the Court of Appeal had overturned the High Court decision that required Atu Forson to open his defense, this means there is no case for Atu before any court to answer. The only remedy left for the AG is to do a further appeal to the Supreme Court. Dr. Richard Amwako, or the Assembly to Jati.
Know that the very government that is supposed to hold this country together has become not just a Ponzi scheme, a criminal organization. They support themselves, they steal their money, they sell government properties. What have they not done? But we are not able to say. It has become a criminal organization led by the president. Because what is he doing? If he's not part of it, what is he doing? Why is he supervising this? And that the Attorney General, the Office of the Special Prosecutor wants to prosecute someone. The Attorney General is defending the person. What is going on here?
FM 92.3.
Right. It's a criminal organization. Criminal syndicate.
Yeah.
Ivan.
And I started here. Yeah.
That's right.
And
I see NPP, man, and just a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme, I say, with the idea balance, I do mean to mean to your first camera, mean double mount. And yet, but almost saying, yeah. As a akrofum wekua nanado na akrofu penny oda no also me akrofu rough
me das atuka esi so me say one woman bi omo no so yare na me boy
I'm sorry Bema
we Bema so yare
but no yamfa na nka
the question is that since when obi yare assemble yamfa na nka ho so okay NDC ni ya na odam
that's right
TV cause financial NCA boss no.
That's right.
So no say no a kidney problem.
To the best of my knowledge,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I know the cry. I'm a baby one call no one machine or mo dey be on the channel. Before that case, papa we are serious. Yet mama papa we so na kotum.
Agrigori Afoko.
I'm telling you. Nani obi dia obi a obey mo na dia. Yes o yare nti onko hwe no yare no omra na onko. No onko pen ba bi ntan sam ne mfa no. O man dey ebu no sabia mo yebu no bibia keke I'm a couple answer man. Who's the first one? No, move.
That's right.
Like you change when you be corruption. what you say ye chena ne nsanka bi no na ama na eza bi onsemfo akoso nyina ne papa we no ka in a chanting ringing I'm telling you it's a part of and anakufu ado nsemfo am di political even NPP mu ekọ amodi alanche Matias ko ade nyina afa papa we no di makon atentime wo hwe na bodwe afusa wo se bread ni Ghana and then wo hu safe de sa ekuo ne akromfo sa atamo no ka no ni akromfo wo mu ana what man say ye na sabi am ye ni hu ade dadaada no ye na ne sabi ni adwene mu bia ne ye ka say akufu ado kwa wo de NPP fo faso sato ne ma aba mu no wo baba mu no manhwe ye wo de Ghana fo be faso saa eno de bia am sa brem o mampani dada jo mama wo asumdwe ni dos do mama ye president na akufu ado tima organizing crowdfunding ya be pun crowdfunding party office no no na tima ko missionaries fiabro outside that boss
should be the time of crowd
ye training crowdfunding no ma baba on say ye Ghana security bi ni ye training en crowdfunding na jo mama tima ye did say jo mama na person yo suffer na be ha ye I what so that ukoye so ko de ba so kra Assemblies of God
but as say atete aso ye nso ahobio
I know they mean so so kra bi wan kan ke be twana to akran ba me want to here because no tran homa akufuado fufu memme aha Ghana for prankofo nyina na mo mampani dada wo anya hwe nyame be mo nto mo bo ye betoto niema na akufuado bunkrofo NPP musa ya nkrofo nie ya me say abrante ba kwefre no poku adwuma passport officer na je national security bible awi abonti bi mpia bonti omo bu na man ke oyawu Nanado babe omba to your region hospital no asema nanado kan wose mo nkola nketen sata mo ye allowance kwa no mo sori amwana mo na nya de obehunu obi abehwe obi o hospital o bu boys abebu obi region hospital na jubese 1 am ene nanado nya de adeketwa wotima se ene ye tena ho na ababedu mpempensuyi wo wie ye mese do mama de bia no kwa de meka sankrofo no be training krofo no ya jo mama ntima nkyere krofo na nka kufu ado ho mia mo anwo mo abrabo gya mo ama up to ne ababedu mpempensuyi sei na ayi amakoba issue okan afa no wo mo ya krofo na wo ka mo hu ye mfa ni nyina nto nche ba me ka cho se obi a wonim nyansa wadwene mu do ya sabe wo hu wani mba fam ahoro nkoso bia no MPP pa de ba bia ne de ba no wontimi nto aba mo from 2012 ba 2016 o obi a onim nyansa bia enne hwekwakuko ate kosiko no ogyina nkwantia okeka ne nkwase asem nyina wi a na wase o enya hwe ba omia bebe na wadwene wonim nyansa kwaku asem a okanyansa be ne wom wa wo kire kwa de o man na faso wusu yentimi nya o man se nto o man no nanam no be effect o mo wonim sa ede na aka senza nto aba ma jomama ayiwe yefa ba omia how Unim sa de mo se na deputy minister na you film and ko fa tibon ko so for deputy minister bi begu ho and on be wie ministry no ba bia do to ye say say you have your comment we chairman you have your spokesperson sabi nkwasi politicians na de ma brand nkrofo ni watem ba bia ska one dey fi one nkrofo ni watem and say me hwesa ye nua igbeni ya so nya accident
ahagwa
omo kwa ko kura million so jimfo ba ko pe position de anya ho ne de ma wo ba bia ska ni ne de ma wo mo you ato fam with that hospital mo kura million na say ba bia do de million ko win for hospital nipa communication director ko hospital de million ma eti the American say ba bia ya drove me 2012 and me who party no NPP the one of the best party obi a better say enye wo me say for example for chairman brother what if you wo toni me your party in the tetin there na nyansa fo wom ye toto ye niam pepepe obi akono ehwam ene ya tani ade na ma sebe tibon ko so fo ebe lead ye nipa minfo na be lead party me fit 2012 dem say no me ntimi nkrofo em adwuma party me wom de ba se metima to ma ba pa ma akufo an nkrofo e ba enye ye and me feel me bo party e chia fi won mo atu ne obi otem bia ne me free agoni brace from ya ya de abafem ne ba me se Ghana fo ye keka ma furu ne kama dampa yo de bia mba betina Ivan enye kra de Ivan betima to laptop no take say wo miemie enye kra Ivan betima didi de so yo me say me no ka se nkrofo bebre o mo tese ni ade because gina de na me ye busa na ya producer me ko ye mo ma obi me ko ye mo nkrofo me ya de me man so me jama de wetima say enti ye kana mo se muntie ye kana mo se da bia e na me ka jama man de obetima ya ne de wo ye o ehun yan so be ko constituency ba constituency na bone for NPP for awudi for na bone for ndozo men kom obi nkoto bo mo wunya national 1 1 2 3 wuya wi jai omo so mo ntu no se bi mu nim nyansa no mbesa akoto ama se bi ni mfu yi na so mbesa akoso ye nyina na timi ebre
no idea I think it's too harsh
I do ye de ba de
I do ya boa
na sin na bibini ya abrofo mo frɛ mo a it be better come am wey no mo san lead na dan aboa me do region bia na me rafo me hu microphone bia na reho aka me obi a na o mu nyina na move na Ghana ekoso opposition for so na I think ko be se me be fi jomama obi a hoto no ya to aba man microphone mo hand am misleading yema na o sa nya obi ba omi anam nwura mu ba bi na wonim edu ba bi na nwanwa wo ye krom for no mfi so woni efifi wo for ba no wo beka se sabi nyado ba omi ati ko nof na grofo hwihwi na form twa no atare kra wunya bi nhye ka be twom wani mu abe 5 years na ka ba ku ntwa mu wonim se na me no kasa wonam 2024 registration hu bi ene 2023 ya hwe cars no e na be hu amamu ayebu 2024 registration but afa kwa so be ka be 50 anso no nya ba kwa na 100 anso no nya ba ko oma ebi ni hobium. So the question is enti ba umia sa ko rounds and the Fulani lady your friend saying wo kanu anka ni ya na affect NDC ni so be ka dentani no.
That's right.
Wano nam akọ meet Fulani fo so omo nto aba mani kru no be make sure Fulani fo ne ma mo uye bi because wo hwe wa video e koso a wo ka ni Fulani kasa no office kasa ne nyina enti ana yet ne wono mo entertain Fulani fo so ba o bi bia betima koso ama mo na ntwe mo tima di o mo chechwe mo ye adru sa se ne ye be fa first lady o Fulani ni am ono na be entertain Fulani for me wan krofo nke se pushi omko ene omo keka omo ba wo ka no anka ni yabon se Ramadan ti adenta na bo ofisa me ba Fulani ndi beka munya Ghana for beka Ghana for ne nya election ye wo finija mo be community se be to aba mama mo finija be share so pa o man mu de mo boa. It will never happen today, happen to be about me say no your name man onim de oye it would dia gra ma me betima ma Fulani for be ba o man mu no an sha won't be twa mo moto we me ka na what na ntwa moto enyo na ntwa be fa so. That's right. Etia ma metra ma me hayo no na ntwa be fa so. Ya ntwa ma Samira fa na ntwa me fa o man.
Ya nya oba apani.
Da bi yam tia se enti ye no yam ma wo kwa no obenya sa we no abeye. Ye make sure say woni ni kru election we ye wiom defe me se ba omi a wo de twan on the 8th on the 9th December ye to abani on the 9th boni ye de declare that ye koda da ye be ye chomo e be 10 for ba bi ba umia ne maame we omunya ba bi mfa ba umia so beti da islegon if you want to nkum
right
e kwa ye ne be fa so aye waso weso ogo no wo fi so wo wie no abetra ho e ku fa do ko ni ma no 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 ba islegon ye be kla omunya ku fa no ye so akopɛ da wa brochi e kwa no be fa so afro lu prepare ne nwa wo yi do be be ntapu ni be ba na be answer questions because e kwa no busu afo foriata wa ko check unanzanzo nte Ghana afi da akota na UK ene wo de ne ma eba ene wo da no hospital no wo hwe wo ntapu ye to aba ne wie ne na be du o ma wo ma ye no be Alaska se be ja o man we ama nkrofo edi akode o mo de ye kono ye be wu ye wie so na me ka che o mo se me di ka de intro no se mo agya sika mo awia mo be di ma kotena fie next 8 years and 12 years no aba e ma so da ye be make sure se sika akodu obi afie bia no ye be yi eno mra na ho ye normal me send this youth for kutu pense obi am prepare we area mu a wote no enyo ni ensu na ti woni nso bo na ti wo woni nipa MPP for no mo awia ne ma no mo hu mo nyina mo market da ne ho Mumfa number mobile and making sure say had the day of on the 9-10 operation start. Obi mama ye obi ye o. Obi mama show obi. And ye bra and momo nyina ye season no. Momo ni bi ofie nche mun kono mkwaje. Because nkrofo bi fie ame mark ama ye nya easy. Who to be tisle go on there be 2 years.
But I think about Oman be a lawless country.
Shedu oche. Na mredu Oman mu andi koi. First 3 months, I can't tell your mama say, yeah, the year operation, we are not starting. We are starting Yama. Yeah, now again, it's not more yo.
Let us say,
hey, Alaska,
let us say,
and you say, now better house, young money radio, about once a time, once a near baby, yeah, maybe. To one producers, yeah, on the 9th time, mon partner that workers, or Master Juma Yapon,
Swamano. Okay, I drink us here. You didn't hear about time.
Ivan.
The last time I catch us, I was over the years, you can't DC MPP, near Marcoye, near Mancoye, that is the conversation.
That's right.
But whenever you're having that conversation, you can have in mind Rollins. Your friend is saying Kufuor.
That's right.
Nels Mahama. But last time I catch us, the MPP political party that I know, and your party in you. The last time I catch us, I question what all bass, I would my high. No, be able to so Alaska Medobasi, your conscience more hohointy. Medobasi be funny parko, hohoi. Nanny pan far bass and the sound no Korean punchy. And I question no barrier and your fro. So the MPP as a political party now this criminal Akufo and the gang and a hijack party no.
Thank you.
And a yakofam punching a yatio more barrier.
Jeep bus and
yes.
Papa no.
Yes.
But the Nippon
you got the same bus in a Kufuor. The same bus in a Kufuor. So you can't say that the MPP as a political party, a criminal gang in my party, no. I'm more dada man for say they coffee park on Shiamu, some of the Korean punchy.
Ya chom ni Africa owner.
Yes, and the Africa owner. And the Yejina and they. Empty.
Your more opportunity set over to Obama and I do a bed.
Swamano. Okay, I drink us here.
I did.
Ah, you